Park makes his way to his school. What can he do there? He's pretty hurt. His arm is singed. His suit is damaged. He doesn't want to go home for fear of showing this person where he lives. What's Park going to do?
He gets to school, and I think Park has I think Park's got a way into school.
Yeah, he's done it before in an episode of Coruscant Nights.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's through the roof gym.
Yep.
Don't forget that graduation is tomorrow.
Oh.
Speaking of the roof gym.
He thinks to himself, I'm going to be exhausted tomorrow. What else is new? Drops down through the sky gym, and I think that the people get injured on the gym. In the gym, it can happen. So he's going to find the nurse's office and use some Bacta there's probably some Bacta, some stims to heal some wounds and maybe some strain too. I don't know if I can heal strain.
Do you want to do a medicine check or do you want to use stim packs?
I'll use the stim packs.
So you've already had one today.
Oh no.
So at most, one's going to heal 4, the second one's going to heal 3.
3 wounds?
Yeah. So 4, you can heal 7, but you won't be able to, you could use 2 more stim packs and only heal 3 total after this.
So you're saying if I plan to use a lot more stim packs today, it would be ideal if I could do a medicine check. But my medicine kind of stinks. What's the opposed dice?
How many wounds have you taken?
A total of 8 wounds.
What is your wound threshold?
A total of 13 wounds.
Okay. It is going to be 4 purples. You are over halfway on your wound threshold and you are treating yourself.
There's almost no way I can succeed in this. Is it worth trying?
Yeah.
4 purples?
Yeah.
I just have to get super, super lucky.
You've gotten extremely lucky so far this session.
I know. It's fun when you're lucky. I feel like I haven't been lucky in a while.
I haven't been lucky in 5 years.
I haven't played lucky in 5 years. I got 2 successes and 3 threats.
Okay, you heal 2 wounds that way, and your threats are... It is pretty obvious. There's no way to not make it obvious that somebody has been through this stuff.
Oh, jeez.
I think maybe you got a little blood here and there, and yeah, there were limited supplies, and those supplies are used up.
Yeah, he grabs a cloth and starts cleaning some blood off of the floor, only to realize that the cloth he grabbed was drapery that has now got a very permanent blood stain on this white
somebody's
drapery.
Necktie.
Yeah, he did a little suture on his wound with a necktie before realizing that it wasn't strong enough, and he just left that bloody necktie.
So you could try the rest. You could do the rest with stim packs if you wanted to.
So what's 1 stim pack gonna do for me?
4.
Okay, that leaves me at 2 wounds. And if I were to do another, it would do 3.
Yeah.
Let's see, what did I get? I got threats. Okay, that's because I left a mess. I'm not going to use it, but can I take it with me? So stealing from the nurse's office.
You actually have 2 on you.
Okay, I kind of
on your character sheet.
And to heal strain, I would need to rest for a period of time.
You can roll a cool check or discipline to recover strain right now if you want.
Yeah, it's cool.
An encounter has ended.
And there's no difficulty?
Yep.
3 successes and 1
strain.
advantage. Nice. Okay. Now he's gonna take a look at his suit and see what condition his suit is in.
It needs a new right arm.
It's got no right arm.
Park is close to needing a new right arm himself, but the suit definitely, the right arm is not going to work. I think quite a bit of whipcord is used up. I think he really only took the 1 hit, but it was a pretty hefty hit. And I'll flip a dark side point to say that the rain got in some of the in-between areas as well, since it was opened up to the air. and did some heavy damage along the chest and back on the interior.
Well, if that guy shows up again, I'm not fighting him with one unarmored arm. Just skin against lightsabers, not gonna work out too well for me. I can't fix this tonight. Where is Parks? So he had been prototyping his new suit.
He brought it home.
It's at his house?
Yeah.
Okay. And he has to act also. So it was partly a school project.
Yeah, it was his final internship project.
I can't remember if we decided if he already got credit for that project.
No, he did not.
So if he goes and puts it on and ruins it, he's going to summer school.
Yeah, probably.
It might be impressive enough, even if it's partly ruined. That's at his house. Okay. Well, whether I'm putting that suit on tonight or going to bed, waking up and graduating, I gotta go home anyway. So that's where Park's going. Maybe he even takes his old suit off, stows it in a bag so that he can perhaps look a bit less conspicuous. Even though it's gonna be pretty hard to find him in a planet that's also a city.
It's also a planet.
Yeah.
Where it's also raining.
Yes, exactly.
So he stuffs this stuff in a duffel bag that he finds in the locker room. He stuffs his suit in there and exits the school the way that he came in and heads back to his house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, mechanically speaking, it will cost Park the equivalent of 1,250 credits to repair his suit, his old one.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much the parts are going to cost, and it'll only be an average mechanics check to fix. But that's still a lot of stuff that you'd have to get to put it back together.
Good to know. I'm looking at Park's character sheet, and under money, it says 0. I'm sure he has some money, but I don't know if he has 1,000 credits.
I'm pretty sure that all of Park's money went into all of the stuff that he's got.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if we look at his suit, that was 2,500 credits, not including all the add-ons. His foot speeder,
Mm-hmm.
You know how much allowance that cost? 2,000 credits.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money.
Does Park have a job that we've never talked about during the game?
Is he a photographer?
I think he works at a pizzeria.
That's more realistic.
Yeah, he makes and delivers the pies for who's the pizzeria owner? What's the alien that Jar Jar Binks steals a hanging dead thing from? Because it's one of those guys.
Gra Gra?
Yeah, I forgot about Gra Gra.
A Spokes.
Yeah.
So the pizzeria is owned by a Spokes named, I want it to be a Mama Gra Gra or something like that.
Yeah, Mama Gra Gra's
Tatooine pies.
Yeah, Mama Gra Gra's Tatooine pies.
Hotter than the Twin Suns. Or your money back.
Yeah, the poster has a desert landscape with two
pizzas,
two giant pies in the sky.
Just a little tidbit for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's got this stuff.
And he gets back to his house. He climbs in through the window. He sees his new suit covered in a sheet on his work desk. It's late at night and quiet, and it seems like most of the rest of his family's asleep.
As much as I'd like his fight to continue into the rainy night, I think he makes the practical decision. I think he's just gonna go to bed.
I think he just collapses.
He's hurt.
It's 2 fights in one day.
It is 2 fights.
3
in one
really,
day.
if we count the robbers.
That's true. He collapses. Darkness washes over him.
Park wakes up late the next day. little too late. The house is much, much quieter than it usually is. His parents and most of his siblings have gone out to a Saturday morning breakfast or something like that. Bart gets up and brushes his teeth and combs his hair and heads down to the kitchen, where he finds his older brother leaning against the counter with eating some toast.
Morning. You're gonna be late.
He's got his mechanic coveralls on, and he slides a plate over towards you. Today's your big day.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be late too.
You got a couple hours, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And make sure Mom and Dad take lots of pictures. They forgot at mine.
Yeah, well, here's hoping. Thanks for the toast.
Mm-hmm.
Working on anything cool in the shop?
Just the usual. We got some cool models from Corellia. And we got a nice Nubian one in, but that one's about done. Yeah, you can stop by later if you want to take a peek, take a look under the hood.
Sure, Nubian. Very, very shiny.
So what's next? You gonna go off into the outer rim, work for some big tech company somewhere? Or?
You know what? Maybe. But you know what? I'm gonna spend the next 2.5 months figuring that out. I'm gonna figure it out slowly. I'm a busy guy.
Yeah,
internships, schools, delivering pizzas. I think I'd like to slow down a little bit before I make such a big decision.
Pours himself a cup of calf, puts the lid on his thermos, and gives you a pat on the shoulder and says, well, wherever you go, don't forget about the little guys back here at home. There are a lot of us.
You know I'm always taking care of the little guys back here at home. Doing what I can, at least.
And he walks out of the kitchen. Park has very little time before graduation.
I think that of the 3 things he wanted to do with his suit, his final project before presenting it, mm-hmm. He has time. Can I roll to see how many of the 3 things he gets done?
What are the 3 things? It needed an outer shell.
Oh, yeah,
that's kind of big.
Yeah, that'd be big.
And I think most of them, it's going to be a pretty hard check to do it in your home workbench instead of your Aurora space.
He probably could have got this done if he put a couple hours in last night. But since that didn't happen, it's going to be a struggle. Okay. So I'm going to do a mechanics.
What is it you want to do? I think it is functional, but it is not pretty.
He wants to make it pretty. Add the outer shell and add probably fine-tune the user interface.
I think the UI is going to be a computer's check.
Okay.
The shell is going to be a mechanics check.
Okay.
You have 2 hours. I think you need to pick one. I think with your current supplies, the computer is going to be easier.
Okay. He's going to do the computer's check. What's my difficulty?
Tell me what you think the upgrade would do.
Maybe make communication easier between the user and the suit and perhaps other electronics.
So some of the things you said about this suit is that it is designed with a biological super spider thread that absorbs energy. Mm-hmm. It is designed to be used in hostile environments, like working on ship repairs or some of the more dangerous areas of Coruscant, because it can absorb energy and store energy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he thinking of upgrading these pieces for that sort of purpose, or is he thinking of upgrading these pieces for his own purposes?
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Or both.
Yeah, why didn't I think of this earlier? So his other suit is busted. He knows he needs a suit that can function for him in a pinch. So he's gonna try and make this suit a little bit better equipped to either protect him and defend others, and if he needs to, use some of the stored energy to push back against perhaps a lightsaber wielding enemy.
You described this suit as almost like clone armor, except a little like some wires visible in the joints, and there's a bit of a glow to it from the bioluminescent spider thread that you found in between the levels.
Yep.
Mark is trying to enhance the interface in his suit, his new suit, quickly. It is going to be an average check with a setback for time, and it is going to be mechanics.
Okay.
You have a light side point?
Yeah, let's flip it. You said I'm getting a setback?
Because you are trying to do this very quickly.
0 successes and 1 triumph.
So you quickly assess that you don't have something. Something's missing. What do you want to do with your triumph? Like, you don't have all the parts you need to get this done.
I realized that I know that the part is at Aurora Biotech.
You got to run to work before you go to graduation?
Yeah, I got a triumph. gotta. Manny told me he wanted me to come in. Park just remembers. He said he had something for me.
Great. Perfect. That's exactly what I had planned.
So, can he put this suit into a big duffel bag?
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit. It's not the lightest, but it's not. He built it to be wearable and functional, so it can't be too crazy heavy.
Yeah, it's not quite as hideable as his previous one.
Right.
It's a little clunkier. But yeah, he's able to pack that up and heads out to Aurora. He's cutting it very close. And as he gets into Aurora, he heads downstairs, and Manny is working away on a Saturday with your triumph. Triumph to make Manny work on the weekend.
Manny,
Mark, I kind of didn't expect you to come in today.
For some reason, I thought you mentioned that you would be here, and you told me to stop by if I had a minute before heading off to graduation. So I don't know why you're here working on a Saturday, but that's why I'm here. I need a thing. I need a part.
Well, what does he have for you?
Does he have like a little, is it either like a little token or is it advice?
He's used to. Your suit's not due today. You're still at Aurora for a little while.
Okay.
So I don't think he's given you like a special token yet.
Does he just have the part? Is that why?
Well, I remembered I had this thing that I designed for. I know why you chose me. You really like making these outfits. I've noticed that over the past few months. I used to make a few of my own, and I had this lying around, and I thought you might want to integrate it into yours. They won't dock you any points or anything for using somebody else's work. I made sure of that. Just let them know. And he hands over a little metal box, and you open it, and it's got some like chips, microchip sort of things in it. Just put that into the computer in the helmet, and you should be good to go.
Geez, Manny, thank you so much.
Be sure to take it for a test drive before you show it to the committee.
I plan on it. Don't you worry. But seriously, thanks again, Manny. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm gonna try and just pop these in right now. It's easier, probably safer for the chips than traveling with them loose like this.
And you head back to your workstation. Average mechanics check.
Okay. Is there a setback?
No. You can have a boost because you're in a better space for it.
Yeah, the ideal space for it. I was actually going to say the same thing.
Awful.
Can we get a mulligan on that?
What role?
I mean, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
He went to install them and
didn't.
And nothing bad happened. Nothing good happened. Time did not. Time once again washed over him.
Nothing was wasted. You have all of the parts to install these two systems on your suit, and you have not done it.
Okay, this is not a... You can let me know if this is doable. Park takes the suit back, and he plugs these two chips into the suit, but realizes he's not going to have enough time to perform a software update to perfectly integrate them into the suit. He doesn't have enough time. He's got to get to graduation.
Yeah, he's got to go.
But the chips are there. They're just they're not at. I'm afraid that they aren't quite operational.
He just scoops up a handful of butter bugs on the way out.
Oh, this is a freebie. Thank you.
There's a screen wipe.
He arrives at Little Onderon High.
The music is playing, and he is running through the doors, shrugging on the robe. What does a graduation in Star Wars look like? I feel like it looks exactly like a graduation on Earth.
Yeah. An Earth graduation is one of the closest things that we have to the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, everybody's wearing weird outfits.
Yeah, there's a lot of older people that are alien-esque that are more important than you. They look like senators.
You don't recognize half of them.
And yet they have something very important to say about the rest of your life, just like the senators.
Park finds his seat. Somebody begins speaking about the great successes and the mysteries of life and all that nonsense. And he scans the crowd trying to find his family, and he settles on them, or scanning the crowd trying to find him. And he is sat between his good buddy Dash, and does he have any friends?
Let's see. None established other than Dash.
Dash is not his friend. In my notes, Dash, human butthole. That is the description of Dash in my notes.
Should we make up another friend of his?
Okay.
You tell me what they're. I'll tell you the name, and you tell me the species. I have no names.
Barthen.
Barthen?
Barvin.
Yeah, So he's seated next to his quote-unquote friend, Dash, and one of his classmates who he gets along pretty well with, Barvin.
And Abednego. They've got sort of leathery skin, relatively hairless, with wide-set eyes on very short stalks. His little mustaches are growing in on either side of his mouth. The person up front continues speaking. I think they are telling some story about some important point in their life when they had to make a decision. As this person is speaking and droning on, Park's comm goes off. A little loud. Forgot to silence it. Yeah, no, really loud. Jeez. It's like a pop song or something, and everybody's like turning and looking at Park.
Just my luck. Okay. He's trying to silence it.
You just silence it without answering it.
Yes.
It goes off again.
He looks around and he silences it. And
as he looks around, he catches his dad's eye.
I think maybe he's going to excuse himself. Maybe stick it on his locker or see what it is and answer it if he needs to.
So he gets up and excuses himself from the bleachers, and he sees his dad get up and move through the bleachers as well and meet him on the side near the exit door. Park, have you seen your brothers?
Just my oldest brother.
Dax and Raj. We had them in the speeder with us this morning. They got here. We can't find them.
Okay. Well, to be honest, the graduation ceremony thing, I know you all came here for it, but I don't care that much about this stuff. If it's cool with you, I'll go take a look for them. Maybe I'll probably be back before this guy's done speaking, to be honest.
Be back before they call your name.
Yeah, I probably got 30 minutes. We're done, yes. We're at the beginning of the alphabet, but we're not at the very beginning.
Your mom will call you when they start calling people up.
Don't worry, I'll swing back in here before then. He makes his way out into the hallway for some privacy. He's gonna take a look at his comm.
Yeah, no, it was your dad.
Oh, it was my dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he confirmed that. So he's missing some siblings. I have a talent called Seek. Can I use this?
You roll your force die, and you cross your fingers that you roll 2 light side.
2 light side. Don't I only have 1 light side?
You have 1 force die, which at least one side of it has 2 pips on it.
So it's not going to work unless I get 2.
Yeah.
Can I flip to add another die to have more force? It does not seem like a thing that's ever been allowed. Yeah, not a thing. Well, at least I didn't even get close.
1 dark side. As you try to reach out into that web, you think about that person that you fought last night and think, what if they have something to do with your brothers being missing?
Mm-hmm. And
I think that fear comes to the front of your mind. And if you want to spend the dark side point, I will let you use Seek.
I'll do it. What is my force score?
1. Your force rating?
No. My number that we only talk about in
Path of the Storm?
Yeah.
I think you are close to 50, but on the lower side.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
You live in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
So spending 2 pips in this way, or spending 1 dark side, since I'm allowing that, will let you gain insight into the general location or direction of a person or object that you know about, regardless of distance.
Wow. That is a very good narrative tool.
Yeah. You follow those threads, that web of connections, and the massive cluster of connections in the gymnasium to your left, and some of those strands go off into the city, and one of them goes close by, down a level. That's the one that you need to follow, and it goes down into the darkness.
It's almost like there's these visual threads of light in a dark void.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Coruscant Nights. Connie was played by Erica Goodwich. For more from Erica, visit goodwichstudios.com. Thank you to AJ for donating for Destiny for this episode. If you like Coruscant Nights and want to support all of Nightcast Creative shows, please visit us at patreon.com/Coruscant Nights. Coruscant Nights is produced by Nightcast Creative. For more about us and the things that we do, visit nightcastcreative.com.